These are some of the movies that I enjoyed from Zack Snyder.
Nice.
I might need to do a separate video of the movies that I like from Zack Snyder. How about that? Yeah, just have a little talk.
Willingly? Yes.
The guy is good. There's certain things he's done well.
I don't know.
Greetings, everyone. It is I, your one and only Multipotentialite, Neurodivergent host, the Kosmic Jedi. Welcome back to my channel. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed with the Dawn of the Dead trailer.
Hey, Vivian.
Anna, look, I can go backwards.
Let me see. Hey, that's amazing. Hey.
Hey, you.
What's that mean? Evening, night? What we doing? Morning? All right. God damn.
Vivian? Honey, are you okay?
Officials have declared a state of emergency.
Everybody they kill gets up and kills.
Residents are advised to find a safe place and stay there.
I've just been informed that we are going off
Crossroads
the air
Mall.
and switching to the emergency broadcasting system.
Look up the road, there's a lot more of them. Why are they coming here?
Maybe they're coming for us.
Damn.
Sooner or later, they're gonna get in here.
Our baby's gonna be fine.
It's only a matter of time.
It's coming.
They'll find a way in.
Oh, God.
Dawn of the Dead. I remember watching this. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Especially the intro. The intro was diabolical. You just, you started nicely. She goes to bed, wakes up in the morning, and then the whole world is turned upside down. Nice way to just start a movie. No long thing. No stressing. No dragging. No extra nonsense. Just right into the meat of it. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's one movie I can say, zombie-wise, that Zack Snyder has done very well. It's a classic for me. Like in the list of zombie movies I can watch that one alongside the Resident Evil, the first one with Mila Jovovich.
Woo!
That's like a guilty pleasure of mine. I mean, there are other zombie movies out there that you could say are much, much better than that one, but because it was the first of its kind in the Resident Evil universe, for me anyway, from my experience, I imagine there was probably animation or CGI versions before. I don't know. But when I saw that the first time, I remember I was shook. I was shook, especially those dogs. I was definitely shook. And I think and feel that Mila Jovovich did a very, very good job at that movie. It's a classic for me. It's a classic. So that one, alongside with Dawn of the Dead, yeah, they're both really good. There's another one that had a different actor. I can't remember his name, where the zombies were smart. They had a boss. They had a leader. I think this might be the same one, or no, I might be confusing two zombie movies. Anyway, let's do the Army of the Dead. What a sad excuse for a zombie movie.
Damn, son.
Sad excuse. Because it had potential.
You ain't lying.
It had massive potential. Massive potential.
Mr. Ward, how would you like to make $50 million?
God
On a
damn.
warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. Till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I've made a life.
YouTube's gonna eat this one up for copyright as well.
Think about it. Everything we did, all those people we saved.
The way they held their eyes.
Look what it got us.
If you don't mind my saying,
What if
I can see you're out of ace.
just once
Taste of your whiskey.
we did something just for us?
You sunrise.
You ready to play?
There's $200 million in the vault beneath the strip, with a 32-hour window to get it out. Find the safe. This should be a simple in and out.
It's not too late to go back.
If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right.
Look at that, man. God damn! Remember when this thing first came out, there was hype around this movie. Hype. Zack Snyder definitely did the promotional material for this movie very well. But the logic, the sense, the world itself, how the zombies operated. You know, there were like hidden Easter eggs here and there of, did you catch that there? You need to rewind it. Did you see that little sign, that glow here? They had zombies that had glowing eyes. What? And when you shoot them in the head, they were sparkling.
Damn.
Well, Zach, what are you doing, Zach? Do you want us to watch and enjoy a movie or get angry at you?
Damn.
Sometimes you're like, yo, bro, just calm it down.
That's right.
Start your characters off in a small, tight-knit environment, then let your world flesh out. You know, let it open up like a nice, beautiful flower. Don't force the flower open. Then the flower is not natural. It's not ready to blossom or to bloom. What are you doing? What are you doing? There's a hint of alien here. Then there's a hint of experiment there.
What do you mean by that?
Since when did zombies spark when you shoot them? And then some zombies had glowing eyes. I was like, dude, what's going on? Zack Snyder, what did you smoke when you did this? What did you smoke? It was some good stuff. In what world do you want to tell us a story about zombies that are half robotic, half alien? How do we quantify that? How do we quantify that? This world, I want to see it. Like, just looking at this right now, just imagine that this is the first time this trailer was dropped. This is the first time we're seeing this trailer. You're highly excited. You're like, what happened? How did it become so bad? You know, how? Look, there's this is a ton of them. Yeah. How did the outbreak get this far that you can't even drive a car no more? You need a tank to be on the road. You need a helicopter. There's no point even driving anything. Vehicles at this point, they're pointless. The only thing everyone would have access to is helicopters, private jets. And even that, you need a really empty runway. Helicopter, you can land on anything because you can just use a propeller to just chop these dudes up if they climb up on your container. You don't necessarily need a helipad to land your helicopter, but you're not going to land on the floor with these dudes because you come out, they're eating you. So just seeing this for the first time, your brain is like, yo, this is a lot to take in. How on earth are they going to navigate this? You're just thinking, yeah, they probably have a helicopter waiting for them somewhere, or they're going to signal the helicopter to come pick them up one by one because this is crazy.
You ain't lying.
If you land here by mistake, just do this before you fall because you're going home.
Mm-hmm.
What the?
Even here too, I was like, yo, I don't even know what's going on. The fact that she's got a tiara on.
They're not what you think they are.
See, so they're already giving us heads up like, yo, this ain't regular zombies. This is different kind of zombies.
They're smarter. They're faster. They're organized.
That you can hope for is to die in the street.
Oh, scheiße.
You got to know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you sit
That guy was a douchebag.
at the table, there'll be time enough to count. When the deal's done.
What is this?
Even the zombie tiger, bruh. Dude, as weird as that is, it kind of makes sense. Yeah. So Zach was like, yo, let me just throw in a lot of different things that he's probably seen in some cartoons or some games. Fine. But bro, robot zombie?
Damn, son.
Zombies with glowing eyes that you don't explain after. You someone a headshot and it looks like you're shooting the the exoskeleton of a freaking Terminator. What's going on, Zack Snyder? This is the first movie I saw of him. I said, no wonder people say this guy is only good for directing. He's not good for storytelling.
He ain't lying.
He's awesome when it comes to directing. I think so. Yeah. Like 300, that was, for me, that was an enjoyable experience. That slow-mo action, fast-paced, pause, slow-mo, set pieces, shots. He knows how to do those things very, very, very well, in my opinion, for me, for my liking. But when it comes to story, that one ain't making any sense whatsoever. And this movie is littered with poor decision making that is a reflection of bad storytelling. Let me hear, yeah! And then the world itself, some parts of the world doesn't make sense. Some parts of the world don't make sense. And then zombies having babies.
Wait a minute.
How do you want the viewers to accept that zombies have sex, dude? How are you going to sell that one? So I was under the impression that maybe he bit that zombie, that lady who has a zombie baby when she was pregnant. And she must have been going through a Miss World pageant or beauty pageant. And she happened to have the tiara on. Because I know the voice, that lady said, you know, these guys are different. They're organized. They think. They're fast.
You don't understand.
How do you want our heads to visual? I mean, some of us have to visualize that. We have to make it make sense. So how do you explain a zombie king becoming a zombie dude?
Shit.
Then he had the balls to release a prequel with the safe cracker.
You serious?
Not every idea everyone's going to like, of course, but you're jumping into a realm that everyone's very familiar with. It's zombies. So how do you combine zombies with aliens or governmental experiments?
That's a good question.
The Mist didn't need extra exposition. Didn't need extra explanation. It just worked. Something happened when they were doing some weird experiment, and then boom, here we are. It makes sense. Yeah. Especially when it's under the realm of you're tampering with things you shouldn't tamper with. Something went wrong. Boom. We unlocked another reality, another realm, and we're tampering with a black hole. Somebody forgot to shut the door, and then this thing just seeped into the environment. Here we are. Beautiful, simple, crisp storytelling, because you don't need work. You don't need work for that. You don't need work for that at all. It just works. You forgot to close the tap. Here we are. It's a flood. You forgot to close the toilet. Here we are. Everywhere is covered in doo-doo. It just works. It's simple.
Get this man a shield.
Human error or slight miscalculation. So when you're trying to recreate the hedgeron thing, somebody forgot to put 0 inside the thing. Instead they put 1 and 2, and then boom, here we are. So instead of blaming the scientist, you can be pissed at the scientist, but you're in an environment where this mist is covered everywhere, and there are creatures inside the mist. So me blaming you blaming me, and you scientist, you stupid. It doesn't mean, no. Now it's like, what do we do now? That survival instinct kicks in. What should we do now? Instead, this boy told us they're robot zombies, and you wanted people to root for you, Zack Snyder. This is the point I was like, bro, you lost me on this one.
This is just a moment.
Maybe he should have taken a break for a while.
But why?
Before he started doing movies again.
Willingly? Yes.
Even that is a little rude. If you're telling someone to stop being creative and being expressive, that can be seen as rude. He or she is trying to cope through the things they're going through, and the best ways that they can do that is to create.
Shut up and take my money.
With that, we get this. Yeah. It's a good thing this didn't come out in the cinema, so people didn't waste money.
Damn, son.
We invested our time and our brain power into this. The intro was amazing for me. The intro was like, yo, what are we looking at here? And just a few split seconds in the frame, you just see something just doop doop. You're like, I saw that. I saw that. When the trailer was released, we saw zombies. So we know we're going to expect zombies. When the movie starts, we see this thing that occurs briefly, but long enough for your brain to say, what the hell was that? Then you see someone inside a container, and then all of a sudden he's biting and people are turning. You're like, oh, so that's how it, it's intriguing. But as your brain is going, oh, okay, cool, nice. But you're like, but what was that though? I need an explanation for that one. So if you're like teasing us and say, don't worry, we'll explain that in the sequel, cool. But what we got from that point on to the end of the movie was a waste.
What?
Absolute waste.
It's a goddamn zombie tiger.
That's crossing the line.
Look at that. Woo! This is like my zombie movie fantasy come to life. Just looking at this shot. I'm not saying the movie is.
Wait a minute.
The best movie that I feel is like my zombie movie fantasy come to life is World War Z. That's the only movie I give like a 9 out of 10 just for the whole experience in terms of these zombies or these infected people are relentless. I know it's not necessarily the traditional style of zombies, but still it was a good movie going experience. World War Z had me at the edge of my seat. I was like, yo, this is tense. Woo! That's what you need in a zombie movie. You need to see the time it takes for one person to turn, how strong they are, how fast they are. That's why till this day, World War Z and 28 Days Later, woo! World War Z I can manage because it's action intense and there's shock horror elements to it. Just that whole pace and the time you got to make sure you dodge this and don't get bitten. So even though I know how the movie goes from beginning, middle to end, I love that ride. So it's a nice, straightforward, jumpy roller coaster ride. Whereas 28 Days Later is sad, it's heavy, it's grumpy. Yeah. So yeah, when this one came out, I was looking forward to it. I was like, okay, this might be the movie where I get to add it to my list of zombie movies that I enjoy. So there's Resident Evil at the bottom. Not that it's bad, but it's Resident Evil with Mila Jovovich. Then we have 28 Days Later, then World War Z. So I thought when this one came out, this would then be on that list of my most enjoyed zombie movies because the concept was good. I remember when this trailer first came out, I thought, oh, wait a minute. I thought the whole story was that they were going into the vault to get the money out based on that guy who hired them to get the money out. And then when they came out, especially after getting the money, with a little stress here and there, and there was no hint of zombies inside the building. I thought it was one of those things where the vault is buried deep. So all I had to do was go underground, get the money, and then come out. So by the time they rose up to the top, about to celebrate being, millionaire rich, outbreak of zombies already occurred. So I thought in the world that they were in, there were no zombies in their world until they went down and came out. But when the movie started, we realized, oh, they already quarantined Las Vegas, and that was zombie central. And then there were people that were being detained. I was like, oh, now you're making this thing feel political. And what are we doing? It's supposed to be a zombie movie. Now you got detainees. And what are you hinting at, Zach? Are you trying to tell a story about a truth that's going on in America, but you're using the zombie genre to mask that truth? What are we doing? It's a political movie and you have a message, fine, but make it make sense, I was so under the impression. In fact, the idea I had in my head, I felt that was a better movie. I started watching the movie with that idea in my head. A bunch of people who, they were mercenaries and they saved people's lives in some location and whatnot. They got hired to help people. They're like freedom fighters and they help people. And now they're working regular jobs and they're not being, honored or whatever. And then, their main leader gets approached with the opportunity he can't resist. $50 million and then a bonus on top, and you can pick your team. And then the captain is feeling some type of way for his teammates, and then he starts recruiting them again, and they're like, after last time, it's like, we better get paid for this one. 15 mil.
Damn, son.
They said there's going to be some booby traps here and there. We survive the booby traps. We get the money. We get some on. We're going to get paid for attempting, nonetheless. But the whole theme I had in my head is they go down broke.
Damn.
They come out, richer than they could ever imagine. But there's no way of spending the money because the whole world is now, or the whole environment they're in is now zombie infested. Where are you going to spend the money at?
That's a good question.
Now you're rich, but it's like you're rich for nothing because the whole world is zombie infested.
Get this man a shield.
Now you can't even think of the money anymore because the money means nothing anymore. Now it's like the fight for survival. But instead we got this nonsense movie. This is the one that let me know Zack is not what I thought he was. That means his skill and his powers and ability lie in one area, not storytelling. Maybe the world building, yes, but to say he's going to write a story and directing, you're on point. Your camera shots and angles and all that stuff for sure. But story? I was like, nah. If I see anyone saying there's a movie coming out with Zack Snyder and he's done the story, no, I'm good.
Willingly? Yes.
Don't matter how well you cut the trailer. No, sorry, Bob. I'm good.
You gotta know when to hold
Army of the Dead. So this one was directed and written by Zack Snyder, is it?
A few moments later.
Yeah, story by, screenplay by, directed by. So this is now my warning. If I see all three like this, I say, no, it's okay. If it's directed by, then yeah. But if I see story by, screenplay by, no, I won't trust anymore, because time is very precious. And attention.
You ain't lying.
What one gives their attention to is very, very precious. You want me to give my attention to something that didn't make sense?
No! God, please, no!
If I was to pitch this movie to someone else to watch it, I can't. I don't know how to pitch it.
Damn.
And if I just say it's a zombie film and I get you to watch it, you come back and say, so what was the other stuff about? What was the alien about? What was the spaceship about?
Aha!
Why were they robots?
That's a good question.
So it'd be unfair for me to pitch this movie to anyone to say, watch it. It's a good movie and done.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
I'll just say watch it so we can discuss what we like and dislike about it, because this is not a good movie. This is a very bad movie.
Yeah.
Great concept, but bad movie.
You ain't lying.
So the concept is one thing. The delivery of said concept is another. Just like he did with the
A few moments later.
that one, they said, yeah, the franchise is dead.
Well, duh.
It's not nice to hear someone give a pitch for a great idea, and the person who has the idea, who birthed the idea, wants to direct, wants to be in charge of most of the areas. It's painful. And I know that feeling. I gave birth to this idea. I don't want you touching it. I'm the chef. It's my kitchen. It's my recipe. So I want to be the one to cook it. When you're cooking at home, it's for you, but you want people to eat this meal. So let the ones who are very skilled chefs, let them handle certain parts of this meal.
I like this one.
So that you can do what you do best. Make sure the ingredients is on point. You can monitor us and make sure we're not slipping. We're not, heavy-handed with the salt or the sugar or the seasoning or the herbs or whatever it is, or the vanilla or the cinnamon or the nutmeg. You want to make sure whatever this is, you're observing everyone. And I get what that feels like. You want to be in charge of everything so no one plays you. You don't want to go through a Warner Brothers thing again where they're gonna puppet you or control you.
That's right.
Maybe you need someone to rein it in for you a little bit. Don't just go all in. This is the first time you're doing something like this. Let people expect this. Let people look forward to this. Sprinkle, not just blam in people's faces.
Get this man shit.
This was a massive disappointment because this movie had potential. Pointless dialogue.
Damn.
Incompetent dialogue.
Damn, son.
Unrealistic decisions that would not happen in real world in real time.
Yeah.
Silly decisions, stupid decisions, things that don't make sense. Zombies exploding like robots.
What?
So I've not trusted Zack Snyder ever since then.
You don't understand.
Then he brings out this recent sci-fi thing he plans to do a trilogy on.
I don't know.
Come on, Zack. Dude. Still love him, but he needs people who love him well and who he can listen to and say, yo, you handle your gifts. Let me handle my gifts. That's the whole point of movie making. That's the whole point of a collaborative effort.
Nice.
Zack, you are skilled in these areas and you know it. No one is trying to control your idea. If you wanted to, you wanted to go through certain companies, they need to go to studios that won't control the idea. Studios that can say, this is a great concept. We will work with you on this as long as you meet our terms and demands, meaning you cannot helm everything. You helm the areas you're skilled at, and we'll find others who love to work with you, and they will helm the areas that they're skilled at for this project. Because at the end of the day, as they keep saying, Hollywood is about money. So you want to tell your story, Zack? It needs to make sense to all of us. You throw in tidbits, it needs to make sense so when the audience is watching, they can follow the narrative. Not keep their mind on a freaking alien spaceship and this dude is biting people over here and then they're having zombie sex. What the fuck is going on?
Wait a minute.
Anyway, peeps, I'm outie. Let me know your favorite Zack Snyder movie and let me know your least favorite Zack Snyder movie or movies, whichever one. What a shame. This movie could have been something else.
Yeah.
It could have been something else. It could have been the next zombie movie to talk about after World War Z.
Willingly.
And it's supposed to have a prequel as well. A prequel, animation, and then a sequel, right? I don't know. I think there's still room.
What?
There's still room to do something with it. You can salvage it.
I don't know.
As long as the story is competent.
That boy is good.
Anyways, I have been your one and only Multipotentialite, Neurodivergent host, the Kosmic Jedi, signing out. Thank you for watching.